What's up YouTube? My name is Uncle Smokey, and this is Uncle Smokey Stock Trades. And before I start this video, I would like to say, I am not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. So please take what I say with a grain of salt, and do your own DD. Today we're going to talk about ticker symbol MMAT, Metamaterials Inc. We're going to break down the TA, we're going to look at the options chain, we're going to go through both Ortex and Fintel. We've got a small little bit of news that came out today, and we're not going to do my prediction today, main reason being, it's Friday. We're going to go ahead and take care of that on Sunday, like we always do, before market opens, so that way we can get a good, accurate prediction, in case any news or anything pops out throughout the weekend. One more thing. Maybe the video quality might be a little bit better this time. I think I tweaked the settings enough to be able to allow everybody to be able to go ahead and scroll that up to 1080p even. So if you go down to that little sprocket at the bottom corner of your screen and select that, you should be able to choose a different setting for your video quality if my video is a little blurry to you. It should work this time. And of course, if nothing's right, leave me comments, because that's what I need. I can't get critiqued without the critiquing process, correct? Correct. So, let's go ahead and get started. Today we opened up the day at $5.21. We hit a high of $5.29, a low of $5.06, and that was right out of the gate. We closed the day out at $5.16, down 2.5% on the day on roughly 7.5 million in volume. Now, this thing followed my bear prediction almost to a T today, giving it the tap off of 505 like I did call out, and it made the immediate run up to $5.20, where it did do a breakout and then a test of it, basically, all the way to almost 525. Yeah, we tested 525, 524, which is Sterling's number there. That's another one of his lines. I want to clarify this real quick. Some traders trade to the penny. Some traders trade to the 5s and the 10s. It's all dependent on how you do it. To me, in my opinion, the 5 and the 10 is close enough. So I don't narrow it down to on the cent, because I like to have that range, that variance. So he gives you 524 and 476 and, and numbers like that. I give you 525, 475, so we're very close. But each trader has their own specific way, and that's just my way, and Sterling has his way. So I just want to clarify that real quick. It's not that our numbers are different. They're absolutely the same. We have the same numbers. We have the same lines. It's just where I define my number is a slight different number, and we're talking a penny, actually a fraction of a penny, if you really look at the downright number of it. So, yeah, we're spot on with each other when it comes right down to our lines. Let's see here. So back to what I was saying, we did bounce off the 505. We came up here. I did say that we may break past the 520 channel. We did, absolutely did. We came up here, we tapped the 530. Again, I know it's 529, but 530 because that's the closest zero to it. So we bounced off of 530. 530 showing itself as now a good resistance, as it did yesterday. In fact, look at that, 530 yesterday. Okay. And then it pushed down, basically just doing some back and forth movements, some ebbs and flows, before finally cracking back down to 520, where I said we would go shortly after midday, and traded down here in a consolidation mode all the way through the end of the day, which you know how much I love consolidation, into the close of the day at $5.16. Where I had said in between the 510 and 520 channel. You don't get any more in between than 516. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the options chain. Well, you know what? Real quick, before we move on to that. Remember, I always say Fridays are our crazy days, and that is why we had a red day today. Now, today was a low volume day, and I'm going to tell you it was also a low short volume day. I don't think that the shorts are in very heavy. I'm positive that Fintel is going to corroborate that theory. In fact, when we move over to Ortex, you're going to see that the short volume wasn't heavy there either. And I'll explain what I mean when we get there. But this here and this here, okay, yeah, this may have been a short attack. Absolutely, more than likely. This was more than likely buying pressure from a key level of support. Whenever you see something like this happen, it dropped down below the VWAP, and then it started to come back off of a key level of support and broke past the VWAP. This is the point where day traders stepped in. This was primarily a day for day traders all the way up through the lunch hour. As long as this thing keeps popping up and down above the VWAP, hitting a key level of support and resistance, they will trade up and down on this thing all day long. And I will be willing to bet that that was the vast majority of our volume today, was day trading, scalping, things like that. Nothing wrong with it. Everybody's out to make a buck. It sucks that they want to play with our stock to do that, but it doesn't hurt anything in all honesty. We're sitting at such a comfortable level right now. In fact, if we pull out to the 5 minute, I'm sorry, let's go even deeper than that. Let's go to the 1 hour. We have been in this zone right here, rectangle. Boom. That is not a bad channel to be in. Right here, we've been hugging it. And if you want to get technical, this is our channel that we really are concentrating on. Right here. We keep tapping 476. We keep tapping up here at the 535, 540 marks right in here. 530, okay? So between 476 and 530, we keep popping in between. Up and down, up and down. What we're looking to do is for it to start breaking out of that channel. That's really what we want it to do. We want it to break out of that channel. But enough with that. Let's move on to that. All right, so options today. IV dropped. We're down to, let's call it 134. Calls 6,132. Puts 1,245. Grand total of 7,377 contracts traded today. And again, calls remaining very, very bullish. All of 85%. That's what that is. It's 85% of the volume in the options chain was call volume. That's fantastic. It just shows that the sentiment's there. It's there to show that this stock is favored by the bulls. In fact, I do believe I would like to say that it's also favored by the bears. I keep saying that I feel like the sentiment is changing. Everybody's view on this stock is starting to change. We're getting a lot of very good articles being published in different channels, like Yahoo and scientific magazine things and all that other good stuff. When you start seeing that stuff, people start reading into it. Their eyes start opening up. They go, "Oh wow, there really is this awesome company that's going mainline." So, and that's where the IV starts coming into play. Then they go, "Well, let's start trading." That's nice and low. That's got a lot of room to run, especially when we start looking at the next section. This stuff. So when you start looking at Ortex, let's hit refresh, see if anything changed. It is after 8 o'clock. As we know, trading is over. Okay, so nothing much changed as far as that goes. Let's go ahead and start at the top. I do apologize. Today I was not able to do my morning briefing. And that is because, again, I work. I work a full-time job. And when we're busy at work, I cannot tear away. It's just not able to be done. And that leads me to also say, I have a hard time believing that we're having an issue in the economy when I go to work every day and we're hitting all-time high sales. I mean, now I know that my company, what I do, I'm in lawnmower sales and lawnmower repair. It's a crucial business that everybody needs. I get that. I know that there's companies out there that are suffering, so don't get me wrong. But, man, we are busy. It kills me. It kills me, guys. Just letting you know, it kills me. But I'm alive. I will make it through. Anyway, where was I going with that? I went off on a tinge. I'm good for that. Oh, yeah. Back to where we were. I didn't get to do my briefing, so let's just go ahead and do it now. The utilization, this was, of course, this morning was at 98.37%. Cost to borrow is at 14.75%, with the days to cover at 2.58%. This did move up. Shares on loan went up as well. All of these numbers basically moved, except for these two. These don't move for a few days yet. Now, there was a negative 3.2% return on the day. Now, that is not horrible. And again, this is that low short volume I'm talking about. So borrowed shares of 3.45 million, return shares of 5.3 million. I'll be willing to bet that the vast majority of this was done through dark pools and things like that. Any shorting that was done was not done where we could be seen, so it may have been those under $5,000 transactions and things like that. So yeah, short interest currently. This is all current numbers right here, by the way. 50, we'll call it 55 million. Current short interest percent of the float, 23.74%. Now, of course, this is going off of the numbers that are reported to Ortex. 85% of the exchanges, which is NASDAQ, is 85% of it, is what reports to Ortex. And the average number of days on loan has come down. We're at, we'll call it 18. And again, that's going to happen. When we have really big green days, when you see those really big spikes, even when they're coming from a low number. So when we go down and we tap that 476 number and it starts to climb and skyrocket up and we go all the way up to $5.40 or whatever it may be, you better believe shorts are covering in there. So they're going to be returning shares. Now, again, shares on loan, the average shares on loan are determined just like any other average is done. They take it from the oldest date into the newest date, and they compile all of the information and they give you the average. Just because the number is going down doesn't mean the older shares are what's covering. It could be the newer shares. Let's go to this chart to show you what I mean. Shrink it up. So any of the shorts that got in at these levels right in here, they're needing to get out right now, okay? And that's what you're seeing. You're not seeing the shorts that got in way up here and up in here. That's not what you're seeing, okay? These shorts are your torch shorts, because this is pre-merger. These shorts starting up here, or I should say right here, are the MMAT shorts. So all of these ones up here are still very safe. They don't have a rush to cover or anything like that. So these are your longer short positions. But the shorts that are getting in here and down in here that were forcing these shorts down, they're needing to cover now. And those are the short positions you're seeing. Even the ones that went from, the 642 to here. These are young short positions. So when I say that shorts are covering, I don't want you guys to be mistaken as it's the shorts that we're worried about for a squeeze. Those guys are going to be holding on for a while. They're long-term shorts. They're safe. They've got a lot of room for the stock to run before they need to be worried. They have still made money and are continuing to make money every single day that this stays down below those levels. So, yeah, whenever I say that shorts are covering, don't think that it's bad, it's the long ones or anything like that. Yes, the numbers are changing. They're going to change on a daily basis. And the one thing you always have to remember is don't think about the numbers changing because they're just a gauge. And also keep this in mind that these numbers up here are delayed by a couple days, at least 2 trading days. Okay. So also always keep that in the back of your mind. Use this as a gauge, not as a definite. Moving on. All right, so we're at Ortex, and again, numbers are changing. We're at 2.3 days to cover. No big deal there. That's awesome. That's up. 80. So we're down, 79.64 out of all of these stocks. We're now number 98. Okay, so I'm actually happy to see this. I keep saying I don't want the stock to squeeze right now. I want it to wait a while. So to me, this is great. I'm glad to see that it's pulling back some. That means it's got some time that it's going to sit there and percolate like a great cup of tea. It needs time. Currently showing about 300,000 shares available to be shorted into the market. Those are just going to sit there and chill out until Monday, and I'll be willing to bet Monday those are going to be gobbled all up. Current short borrow fee rates 14.31. Again, right on pace with Ortex. And here is our current. Oh, I didn't hit refresh. Let's see if this changes anything. Nope, didn't change anything. Nothing up there either. Nope. Okay. So here's what we've got for the day. The FINRA volume, which as we know is dark pools, makes up of a little more than half of our volume for the day. And that shows 35% of the FINRA volume was short volume. And you're not going to see much different from anything else. I think you'll be probably at the 38 to 40% range overall short volume. And again, that's not all of the shorting that is done throughout the market in a day. This is just through these exchanges. It's a gauge. Damn it, it's a gauge. Where are we at? Up here, short sale transactions. We do this on a regular basis. This is given to us every single day. This is for yesterday. Today's numbers will be out tomorrow. Yes, I know it's Saturday. They'll update them overnight. Here's our chart. So yesterday, 212 transactions. Mind you, we were green. 212 transactions. About 500,000 shares for $2.5 million shorted into the market. Seems to me on our greener days, they seem to try and short the stock a little heavier. They're trying to push it down. They're trying to keep it down. If this thing goes above 6, we all know that it's going to start going a little crazy. It came down fast to 6. So in all honesty, if they're going to try and keep it down below 5 for a little while longer, so be it. Because I'm going to keep gobbling up shares. In fact, come Monday, I think I'm going to have some money free up. It's either Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. I deposited more. So it'll free up. And I'm going to buy probably another 100, 150 more shares, depending on where it's at Monday morning or Tuesday, whenever my funds come available. So, yeah, getting more meta, guys. All right, so we had some new buyers. I do check this every single day. If it's important, I'll pop it up. I did last time I seen something, it was right here, and I showed you guys this. But today we had a nice big break. All of these are new positions, okay? Every single one of them, they're green, and every single one of them are index funds. These aren't going to be for short positions, with the exception of maybe the Fidelity ones. I wouldn't think all of these ones would be for shorting the market. I think this is all long-term stuff. These are long positions. So yeah, that's kind of awesome, guys. Look at this. We've got 130,000, 456,000, 50,000, 100,000 shares. Welcome to the team, guys. Welcome to Meta. And did we have any sellers? One. Schwab. 25,000 at an average price of 280. Somebody got scared. All right, let's move on. News. All right, so this got posted on Twitter this morning. Twanda. I think I said that right. If I said that right, great. If not, I do apologize. Thank you. I appreciate it. You tagged me, Sterling, Terry, basically the whole entire clan in this tweet. And I appreciate it because I wouldn't have noticed it otherwise with as busy as we were. But basically stating that Nanotech's date, their court date for doing the whole conversion thing, it has been moved ahead of a day. And that's because their courts are closed that day. So they just moved it ahead one day. It's not going to change the outcome of anything. It is not a catalyst in any way. At most, it might speed up the process by literally one business day. But in all honesty, everything that happens in business, there's a hiccup. So that speed up of one business day will probably be delayed by 2 business days for something else. So, but hey, either way, it's still great. It's just showing that there's still movement. They're keeping it alive. Anytime, stuff gets dragged on, you don't hear anything from your CEO, you want some bull news or whatever. Sometimes just a little bit of press, no matter what it is, no matter how small, helps. It helps the masses just calm down and understand. Now, yeah, I don't think this was anything major, but it's great to share with you guys knowing that, one day faster, possibly. Last thing I want to cover today. If anybody's out there looking for a new job and you live in the Dartmouth, Nova Scotia area, you live in London City, London, you live in Pleasanton, California. If you live in any of those areas, Metamaterials may have a position for you. You definitely need to have a degree in one of these major science fields, unless they may have, a blue-collar position for a guy like me, janitor, salesman, stuff like that. George, if you're listening, I'll get vaxxed for you, bud. Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, that's what I got today, guys. Again, let me know in the comments below how the video came out, the overall quality of the video. If you didn't like my video, of course, let me know. I've always told you guys that. If there's anything I said that you did like, let me know. If there's anything I didn't say that you... Or, I haven't said this in a while. If there's anything I said that you did like, let me know. If there's anything I said that you didn't like, let me know. Also, like, subscribe, and do what you got to do. Share this video with your friends and family. And, of course, as always, peace.